Hey everybody, Goldie here, and today, with 4 days to go in the MLC, we're taking a look at the Chase character. And it is, we all know, Dominik Mysterio, Defendiendo a la Familia. So they kind of build him as a Voltron Captain Planet for seasons, for aces, whatever you need the pieces throughout the month to get them good. Which I'll be completely honest, I don't like it. I don't like it. Some people have a hard enough time getting the Chase character as it is. Never mind every single weekend character that comes with it, and a plate that they make worth $200 not obtainable in any milestones. But if you happen to get everybody, this is how he gonna look. So he is a modern era acrobat defensive trainer. 17k, he is for yellow gems, yellow moves. So 50% increased chance for yellow gems on initial gem board. Matching yellow gems charge moves of that color by 2 more move points. Links. Raw, any color moves start with 1 more move point. The Mysterio family gems do 50% more damage. Modern era gems do 5% more damage, and just the 1 set of gear. So before we start, let's just do a little recap of everything they added to make him good. Week 1, they came out with Goat Becky. No, they came out with Ronda. I don't even know what order they came out in. That's how checked out I've been with this entire concept. Whatever. 1 week, they came out with Ronda. Heal gems do 150% more damage, which is clearly designed for the Buckle Hurricane Rana that does damage per heal gem. 1 week, they came out with Becky Lynch. Moves that heal give 35% more health, and blue moves that deal damage will deal 35% more damage. That is clearly designed for the reversal, which gives 710,000 more health and does up the damage a little bit, but it doesn't show. This weekend, they've come out with Ricochet. Green moves start with 2 more move points. Blue moves start with 1 more move point. So obviously the green and blue, without tour perks, 1 MP, 3 MP, 2 MP, everything is ready to go on turn 1. They came out with Hall of Fame Snoop, who for some reason I don't have maxed out for this preview. It should be 20% and 20%. But for some reason it got skipped. So I'm still going to show it, but it's going to be low. But whatever. So he came out, and that benefits this build here, which is actually quite strong. And Hall of Fame Snoop was the easiest to obtain in a lot of people's eyes. So I'm disappointed that my Snoop isn't, my borrowed Snoop, by the way, still salty about this entire month, and missing out on the shards because of a scoring error on Scopely's end. But that's going to be the build that I want to focus on, because that's the one that most people would have got. Week 1 or 2, whatever, they came out with the Mysterio family link. Gems do 50% more damage. But when it first came out, somebody added 2 extra zeros, and gems did 5,000% more damage. But nobody had Dominik at that point, so everyone used Double Ray and Showdown and just whomped people, which was hilarious. But that's another piece. So that's 4 characters and a tag link. And then everyone says you should just, you know, swap the moves so you can use the honky tonk blues plate. And instead of doing that, they said, no, we'll come out with a new skill plate, which is cool. I really like the fact that they're doing inverse colors, but then they slapped a $200 price tag on it. So, yes, he's really, really good if you have all the pieces. But good lord. Good lord. Like, does anything need to be said other than, can we never do this again? And the icing on top of the cake was that all of the content creators, even though we have NDAs, were left in the dark about every single thing that was going to come out. So we were given him looking like this, with no bells and whistles, and every single one of us went, oh my god, this is the chase? He's horrible. I'd rather use Hurricane. He's better. And then we are fielding questions from the community because for some reason the community still thinks that content creators work for Scopely and that we can just change things in an instant, which is not the case. But the reality of the situation is the content creators are so much more accessible than any Scopely rep in this game. So of course we're going to take the brunt of the feedback. And some people are really fucking rude about it. See, the one gentleman who I will not name because, quite frankly, he's a piece of shit and he doesn't deserve to be named. But he basically attacked Gerson in one of his YouTube videos, calling him a fat fuck and that he'd kill his family and all sorts of crap, which is stupid. Don't be that guy. Like, what the fuck? Over like a web market and a chase character that you need to spend thousands of dollars for. Like, don't take it out on the content creators, right? We're just trying to make videos. We're just trying to entertain you. You know, I really love experimenting with different builds and different setups for characters. I like to think I do a good job of it. So when I see somebody attacking another content creator over something they have literally no fucking control over, just because they hate Scopely that much, like, it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent that will probably get Scopely to tell me to take the video down. So I'm going to stop. And we are going to do the preview. So again, this is if you've obtained everything throughout the month. Obviously not going to be the case for the majority of people, but I do want to showcase how he does because he's really freaking good with all this shit attached to him. So the first build I'm going to take a look at is a 4-star build, double green, blue 2. So green 1, the Russian leg sweep, 1 MP. Deal 32,433 damage and make 12 random gems into heal gems of strength 32,425. Green 2, the 619, 3 MP, deal 44,522 damage and choose a 2x2 area to swap into blue gems. And blue 2, the Buckle Hurricane Rana, 2 MP, deal 65,244 damage plus 32,425 damage for every heal gem. So these numbers are going to be increased. We're going to use the new Ricochet for more green and blue MP. I do have max tour perks, so that part isn't relevant, but again, wanting to show what they do. Tech Rhonda, heal gems do 150% more damage. I'm not sure I completely understand the logic of reducing the number of heal gems. I think their reasoning was if your board is covered in heal gems, he can't kick out. But if you have all the bells and whistles, there's nothing for you to kick out of because you're winning on turn 1. But she reduces the amount of heal gems. Goat Becky, moves that heal give 35? I don't have my glasses on. 35% more health, and blue moves that deal damage will deal 35% more damage. Not super beneficial to this build. I will toss in the reversal just to see what Becky adds. And then I'm going to use Showboat Naomi because she's going to give us 2 heal gems. She's going to neutralize the reduction from Ronda. And then heal gems generated will give 25% more health. If you have 1, 2, 3 Kid, or if you have Masters of the Universe Becky, they will add a little more damage to your heal gems. So this 81,000 will increase. For the belts, I just figured full armor. Not that we're going to take damage or lose health anyways, but whatever. And then the La Familia plate. So whenever you break 3 or more blue gems, gain 3 green move points. Basically means we're going to spam all of these moves over and over and over again until the opponent doesn't have health. So now that that is all out of the way, let's see what Dominik can do. The gear does look cool. I'll give him that. The gear, he does look like a defender, right? That's kind of cool. Anyways, Russian leg sweep. I'm going to spit out 12 random heal gems. Buckle Hurricane Rana. Going to do damage per heal gem. That's such an awkward looking move animation. That was the other thing I didn't like. The moves look weird. Anyways. 619. Shout out to his daddy. And 2x2 to swap into blue. You don't want to make a wild card. You don't, like, I was going to go here and it's like, oh no, I'll get a wild card. You can go there. That opens that up. So we'll just, you want to make yourself a 3 match. Because that'll trigger the plate. Hence him being really, really, really good. You can just spam this over and over. And as you can see, the health is just melting. Just melting. And even if we were to prematurely pin, having all these heal gems on the board that act as botch gems, even though they shouldn't, is going to make it impossible for the opponent to kick out. So all sorts of ways to F ya with this build if you are Dominik. And then at the end, if for some reason you're missing health, cover up some heal gems. And pin the opponent. But you could melt millions of health that way. Alright, so let's swap in the reversal and try to get pinned so we can see what GOAT Becky adds. So we're going to bring in the reversal, which is the 5-star move, 6 MP, kick out, deal 392,698 damage, and gain 526,432 health. So this is the move that Becky will benefit the most. For some reason, it doesn't calculate onto the damage dealt, but it does calculate onto the health gained. So 710,684 health. If you've been watching my videos for a bit, you'll know I'm not a huge fan of reversals. But this would be like, if you just want to leave them on your showdown defense, this would be the build. It would annoy a lot of people. So let's see what this does. So 459,000. I didn't bother putting in a blue percent because I wanted to see what that number would be with Becky. So that's nice. I mean, no, we're trying to get pinned, so let's Let's just load up our blue move. There we go. All right, Keith. It's going to be a swipe fest so he can charge his moves. There you go. There you go. All right. We ready. We ready. Hit us. Really? You're going to do it out of order? Oh my god. Whatever. Whatever. That is unfortunate and underwhelming. So we're going to gain all that back. And we are... I was hoping he'd hit us for like a mil or something. Oh, let's get the reversal charged again. Sure, now you use that move when the finisher doesn't destroy any gems. That's logical. So we're just gonna kick out of that.
Many hours later.
As you can see, the health is gone. And the match is over. So that is Becky's benefit to Dominik. And now for something completely different. Let's go see what Hall of Fame Snoop Dogg can do for this here boy. Ooh, 10 MP. TP. I know what I'm doing. Let's look at the 3-star build. 3-star build that we're going to take a look at is a gem damage build. Similar to Zombie Lashley in ways with the reinforced gem, but it is on his off color. So the finisher, 10 MP diving crossbody, deal 132,400 damage and choose a 4x6 area to swap into red gems. Red 1, the Tilt-A-Whirl Arm Drag 5 MP, deal 42,310 damage and swap a 3x3 random area into blue gems. And Red 2, the Tornado DDT, also 5 MP, deal 48,000 damage and choose 4 columns to make into reinforced gems. So the entourage for this, we're going red gem, blue gem damage. Butch for more, red MP. Powerhouse Goldberg at 9k, 35% more damage to red gems, 25% more damage to blue gems. Hall of Fame Snoop, who, if you had him maxed out, would be 20% on each. Not the case for me, apparently. But still wanted to put him in just because he is one of the pieces that came out this month for Dominik. And then Typhoon for 15% more red gem damage. You could use Tech Stacy for 2,200 flat, depending on what level. Santa Hogan for flat. If you didn't get Hall of Fame Snoop, you could run Afa for 15% more blue gem. King Sheamus for the 2,200 flat. You have options. For the belt, we're going full Fury. There isn't a plate that is red and blue MP beneficial yet, so I'm just leaving the La Familia plate on because I don't want to remove it. I'm too cheap. And we're going full Fury. Looked for blue move, blue gem, red move, red gem substats. We have a tier 4, level 15 finisher medal, 133.3%. Maxed out gem damage medal with that sweet 11.3% substat. So let's see how the gem damage build goes. So we're going to start with this. Chances are it's going to pin prematurely, but this is going to load the finisher. Ta-da! And we're going to choose 4 columns to make into reinforce. We're going to put them next to each other for the finisher. Not a fan of this wild card here, so I'm going to put them here. And then the diving crossbody finisher makes a 4x6 into reds. So our red gem damage is like 17k. Would be higher if Hall of Fame Snoop was leveled, but alas. And we'll go there. That way we can clip that, and get the wild card as well. $1.24 mil. Turn 2. So that's the alternate build. It would be good shield breaker for boss battle. Good for stipulation tours, so it has use. And there's one more match I want to do with that build. So let's go take a look at that. So the last thing we're going to do is take a look at the Mysterio family link. And wait. Why don't they have it? But that's his dad. The shirt says I'm your poppy. This is Dominik's dad, by the way. I don't understand why Scopely couldn't give them the link. This is an outrage. This is an outrage. I guess we'll go with Ray. Look, just because they have the same last name doesn't mean that's his real dad. Eddie had the shirt. But that's going to increase our gem damage by a fair amount. 50% to all gems. So when we lay down those reinforces and hit the finisher, that's going to be good. Unfortunately, red 1 is random. Otherwise, you could put down the reinforces and then if it was a choose, you could really up your blue gem damage that way. But alas, we will go off color. Put those there. And then we can link to a bunch of our red gems. So 1.5 mil with the tag link, which I think in Showdown would benefit Acro Ray more for the whole no MP trainer and multiply gem thing. Mine is not at a high enough level, but just ask Ocho about Acro Ray and how he can still put in that work, especially with this tag link. Alright, let's wrap things up. So that concludes the preview of Dominik Mysterio. Again, if you happen to obtain some of the pieces throughout the month, then he is very good. I will admit to that. Rhonda being a Showdown scrimmage character means her shards should be available in future Showdown contests, and I feel like her and the La Familia plate is really all you need to make him, like, really good. But the damage build with Hall of Fame Snoop, who again was much more obtainable, with Powerhouse Goldberg as a trainer who is a free character to obtain, that's a really good alternate. And the coach ability, or the training ability rather, is kind of his selling point here. He's the yellow gem one. We're missing the green one. I assume that'll be next month's chase, but you never know. So let me know your thoughts on Dominik with all the bells and whistles. Let me know how many of those bells and whistles you obtained and how you're going to be running him. I understand this was a very frustrating MLC for a lot of people, myself included. So if you want to leave your thoughts on the MLC in the comments, please do. Please do so without attacking members of the community and members of Scopely, because I'll delete them. Let's not do that. We're better than that. We're adults. We can have constructive criticism, comments, and conversations without going at each other's throats. So if we could do that, I would be much, much, much appreciative of it. And 4 days left, and then we can put it behind us. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. Be sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified when my next gameplay video comes out. Thank you again for watching, and thank you for being a friend.